I tried and succeeded keeping quiet during the backlash after the Olympics opening ceremony in Paris, during which not one person stepped back from their criticism to ask, why would Olympic organizers who put millions into organizing an event which showcases national pride spend months putting together an opening ceremony with the express aim of targeting religion? Not one comment was positive and considered that traditionally an opening ceremony has showcased the host nation's history and diverse culture, paying respect to different cultural groups. It went without saying that people in other countries wouldn't understand the significance. Now, however, we are faced with a situation a little closer to home, reactions to which may be fueled by personal political stances or an indifference based on the status of those involved, without considering the same. It seems that either some people haven't been paying attention or that they have such effective blinders on. I can't believe some of the comments about the meeting between Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa last week, that the aim was to ask for handouts, or that South Africa shouldn't even bother meeting with the seemingly self-proclaimed CEO of USA Pty Limited. I've seen comments displaying various levels of misinformation and misunderstanding. Maybe we need to step back and distance ourselves for as long as it takes to see this for what it is. It is not the first time that South Africa has tried to take initiative to fix things, with varied success. But South Africa rightly held its own. It's like anything from the continent of Africa is considered an afterthought, but one would remember the breakthrough COVID research in South Africa, without which the rest of the world would have suffered even more. The result? It was labeled a South African variant, and travel restrictions were unfairly imposed. Renowned broadcaster Piers Morgan called it for what it was. Omicron is not a South African variant. It is a variant spotted and reported by brilliant South African scientists so fast that the world has a chance. One would remember the praise heaped on South Africa by the World Health Organization for Mr. Ramaphosa's handling of COVID-19. One would also remember that the only world leader who initially met with both Putin and Zelensky to try and broker peace talks was Cyril Ramaphosa. And now, once again, Cyril Ramaphosa is taking initiative in the interest of the country, looking to mend relations. Let me be clear, there's nothing more unpatriotic right now than a South African last week hoping that talks with Donald Trump would fail, that Trump would take down Cyril Ramaphosa in something like a main event wrestling match. Headlines labeling this as a showdown missed the point of diplomacy and trying to repair relations, and are an insult to Mr. Ramaphosa's efforts to restore dignity, not for himself, but for the country. But let's have a look at where this all started and do the honorable thing by giving credit where it's due. AfriForum went to the US to meet with delegates on a big smile photo op and presented their bias and distorted the truth in an effort to highlight South Africa. Then there's a president in America who doesn't seem to know how to use the internet to verify or discount what he has heard, who has been fact-checked by the very news agency who put out the article as not being South Africa. A president whose own website may be considered maybe more social than truth. Then AIDS funding was pulled, the efforts of which are evidently not seen by those who don't suffer directly from the disease. Right there is a second disconnect that might cloud judgment. The fact that this might just be the start is what critics miss. During his presidency, Joe Biden vowed to make a trip to Africa to build ties, and did so by visiting Angola. It was a start to strengthen relations with the continent, which face a bottleneck if relations with the US are not restored at this time. Yes, people have died. No, it is not genocide. The Minister of Police has said that 5 out of 6 farm deaths are of black people. Yes, there have been chants. No, they were not made by the ruling party as put forward in the presentation. These lies form the basis of US judgment, which threaten AGOA. Trump has also said he has no intention of attending the G20 meetings in South Africa. Our president is trying to repair these issues for the good of the country, not himself. As a nation, we need to step back from our personal grievances with service delivery and get behind what our president is doing. Yes, we have the option to leave, the generous offer of which was taken up by 49 South Africans. And don't get me wrong, all strength to them. But the idea of the grass being green on the other side might be put into question when they get to Texas and find out that there is no grass.